first time out in the second half, it really seemed like you guys were building up some momentum. And just at what point was it a certain play or a certain moment that things just kind of started not shifting your way in that fourth quarter?
I thought we lost the game really when we were up 89-84 and we couldn't score. We went like 3 minutes without a basket, and they ended up winning the quarter. And when you're in a game where you're not getting stops, if you don't have cushion, when you can put cushion in the game, it's going to come back and hurt you. And I thought that was, as much as anything, was really where the game got away from us.
Were you able to talk to Anthony at all after this game? I know everything's kind of just the knee that he kind of bumped there at the end.
Oh, I didn't even see it. So.
Defensively, another 130 given up. Are you seeing similar things every game and everything, or is that?
It's a little bit of everything right now. It's just soft on the ball. Like there's just no, we're just letting the ball go where it wants. Soft at the pick and roll point, and just late on our rotation. So yeah.
They obviously shot well, but I mean, was it more the clean looks for like White and those guys?
Yeah, I mean, they got a bunch of clean looks just on blown rotations. Yeah, and then he throws. He sees a bunch go in, and he throws in the deep one, and then that's how it is. But
rotations too. I mean, that was such a strong point of this team at the beginning of the season. That part seems odd.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that right away. I mean, it's just it just feels like we're not putting the work in. It feels like we're not putting the work in. So.
The start of the fourth quarter key there. It seemed like the bench played pretty well in that first few minutes, and then they just kind of.
Yeah, we started pretty well. They came back with both Zach and DeRozan. I think we were up 197, right? And then we had a couple turnovers, a couple empty possessions, and again, that's kind of when you're not getting stops, like you can't have like a run of bad offense, So
most of the guys who are on the injury report, they have leg issues. And do you think there's anything to guys being not 100% and being banged up and how quick they react defensively?
I mean, it could be. You'd have to ask them how they're feeling. I mean, if they're out there, then they got to be out there.
How tough is DeRozan to guard even when it seems like you get a hand in his face or playing decent defense, he still gets the shots?
Super high level right now. Probably never seen him at this level in his career. We were not disrupt. We talked about not letting him just dribble into the shot. You got to get up like a little bit more into him. But I think then we were so afraid to foul him that. And he's going to make some tough ones. You just have to live with those. But the other ones that he just kind of walks into are the ones that we got to try to impact.
This is kind of an extended stretch, and I know you've said Vando's been kind of banged up, but are you intentionally trying to keep those minutes down?
Yeah, I just don't think he's guarding very well right now. We're trying to get his minutes down a little bit, but I just don't think he's really guarding very well right now. And so there's some of that too.
All right, we'll go to the Zoom part. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach. We'll start with Jace. Jace, go ahead.
Hey, Chris. At the season's outset, I don't think many people thought this was a good defensive roster.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on these guys to decide if they're capable to defend for a half a season or a full one?
Yeah, I think listen, we talked about this before. I think we have a lot of offensively orientated players. We're super gifted at that end of the floor. We had done a great job of competing, playing multiple efforts, all the things you need to do in defense. And, right now we're not. So, yeah, it's a choice. We got to get back to doing more things. I don't think, I never thought like we were the world's greatest defensive team, but I just don't like the way that we're not really competing on the defensive end right now.
Does it feel like they're like some of these guys, their natural tendencies are they maybe try to nail out in training camp or kind of sinking back in?
Well, I think natural tendency would probably show itself more in the fact that when you're scoring easy, you just and you kind of just take it easy on the other end of the floor, and that's a dangerous habit to fall into.